to this channel. If you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Also you there, not subscribing there. And in this video I'm gonna give a review about the Asics Trabuco version 10. I have ran approximately 100 kilometers on these shoes, so I have experienced these for a while now, and I want to give a review about this shoe in 3 aspects. First, functionality, second, the comfort, and last but not least, the fit. First of all, the functionality. The first topic in this subject is the grip. Of course, with trail shoes you want to have a good grip, and I have tested these grip on the shoes on multiple surfaces like sand, gravel. I went to the beach, tarmac, also concrete, mud. So whatever you can run on, I tested it. And I found out that these shoes are really good on soft trails like gravel or forest paths. It's also possible to run in these shoes on harder surfaces like concrete or tarmac, but they're not made for that. These are trail shoes, remember? But it has a little bit of cushioning, a little bit more than the average trail shoes, so you can run it for a few kilometers as well on hard surfaces, although not recommendable. I also tested it on sand, and on sand, especially loose sand, it's quite difficult to run and to push forward. So I wouldn't recommend them for sandy trail runs. This shoe is the GTX Gore-Tex version of this Trabuco 10, and that means that it should be waterproof. And I've tested it. I ran over the beach, but not only over the beach, also close to the water, through mud, full of water, and they are really good at waterproofness. I got wet feet, however, but that was because the water was higher than the shoes itself, so it got in like that. But other than that, if you don't go too deep, these are really pretty waterproof. The second thing I want to talk about are the laces. And the laces are really strong. They are really also grippy. If you tighten your shoes, there's no need for double knotting. But there's another thing about these laces. These laces are not really soft, and if you tighten your shoe really good, this tongue here inside is not really thick, so that means that after some time your feet are starting to get hurt if you go for really long trails with tightened shoelaces. So that's one minus point for these shoes. And I experience this most of the time after like 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers. If I go really much longer than that, I really start to feel my feet hurting because of the laces and the thin tongue. So another thing in comfort is the sole, and I'm really used to soft soles because these are my first trail running shoes, and I'm coming from an Asics 29 that's really soft. And these soles, as with normal trail running shoes, to get better like contact with the ground, with the surface, that you can respond really good to what you feel. So these soles are a bit more stiff with trail running shoes, and this shoe also has that. I already experienced that advantage because I also ran the same trails with my other shoes, with my Asics Piano, and I feel that these shoes really have more responsiveness and it's better grip, because with the other shoes I shift around on the surface. And then we come to the third and the last point, that's the fit. I'm used to running in Asics shoes, and I chose this shoe because I'm also used to the fit of those shoes. And normally the shoes are quite a bit small, and that's good because I have quite small feet. And what I mean with small is like the width is small. And when I run in these shoes, I feel that my feet are a bit loose in the front over here, and I can shift a bit around. I am not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. On the one hand, it's a good thing because I can respond on what I feel beneath my feet and then place my feet inside my shoe on the right place to move forward. But on the other side, it also makes sure that I have a little bit of play inside my shoe, which will lead earlier to blisters and these kind of things. I have not run more than 12 kilometers on these shoes in one go, so I will probably experience that if I go for these longer trail runs in the future. Overall, the Gel Trabuco 10 GTX is a good all-rounder. It's good for the softer trails, for like gravel, forest runs. I would not recommend them for specific sandy runs, then I would go for other shoes. But if you're starting out with trail running, these are a good trail shoe to start with. The really one minus point is the thin tongue. So for starting trail runners, it's good if you're not going out that far. But if you're really looking for a shoe to run like 30-40 kilometers with, this might get a bit too uncomfortable when going for these longer distances. It was a pleasure to give a review about this shoe to you. If you like this, and if it was a pleasure to you as well to listen to me, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully see you in the next running video or even the review video of another pair of shoes.